Welcome everybody to Can't Draw Horses Club. Today, Alex and I are coloring in books that are made for coloring in.
Yeah. What are you using to color with?
Pencil crayons.
I'm going to use watercolors, which hopefully will not make the paper disintegrate.
Can you guess which one was my favorite? Which of these?
Is it maybe the red?
Maybe. The watercolors, eh? Alright.
Yeah, I don't frequently use this kit, so
Do you want to show chat what you got?
I got this. It's a
No,
book.
wait, that's me. It's this one.
Hans's.
Francis.
Yeah, 56 designs for stress-free fun.
Oh. Coloring your happy horse.
Whoa, dude, I'm freaking
That
out
horse
already.
is so happy. Horses often have. Oh. That one looks like a wiki how. Like how to befriend a horse.
Romancing your first horse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whereas I got the full stack here. I was gonna give chat the choice of which one I spend my day on. We've got cat farts, the one with swearing in it, and then science and nature.
Ooh, this is a really handsome lawn.
Just get lost in its eyes.
Yeah. Although, like, one of these trippy Hanses might be kind of cool.
With the watercolors.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. Why would I roll a d12? Why would I'm
Hmm.
not a barbarian. I'm not using a long sword, great sword. I forget which one's a d12s. Is it like battle axes? Uh,
I think I kind of like this one. Well, I might be, like, signing myself up for. Oh, dear God.
oh god. Gosh, I don't know metric furlong. I'm tempted to listen to music. Uh, Alex won't be able to hear it. You won't be able to hear it, but
I was
I'll
thinking
enjoy
this is
it.
my own.
Uh,
Sorry.
that
What the eye. I think I need to do this
I've
one.
seen like sculpture of horses like that.
That's so funny.
All right. Um, Great X is a D13. No, 12. Okay, good. Thank you for correcting that TXC2. Yeah, I'll just be playing Baldur's Gate 3 here on the side, just to verify these claims. Uh,
All right, well, let's.
yeah, you get into that. I guess, roll a d12 and determine what that number means afterwards. Eh. Glasses attached to my baggie. I need like a little dice tray for my. Wait a minute. I can use my little art. There's a little tiny hole in here. The tiniest dice tray. Just this acrylic pour I did. Now I need like a tiny D12. I only have normal size D12s. There we go. Um, let's see. I'll just divide by 4. How about? That'll tell me, right?
Sure.
Or do I want modulo? What do I
I don't know
want?
what that means.
I rolled a 10. It's 10, 11, 12. So the first book, the science book. That's how numbers work, right?
Numbers are made up so they do exactly what you want, right?
Yeah. I hear numbers can even be imaginary. I don't know what those would look like.
What are numbers? We just don't know.
Numbers. Guess now I have to count how many pages there are and then roll. for that too. Uh-huh. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay. Metric Furlong has a link here for French shoegaze black metal, which intrigues me. I will.
I'm just listening to synthwave radio on the Lo-Fi Girl channel.
Isn't that for Lo-Fi Girls? What are you doing in there? They're gonna kick you out. They're gonna catch you, Alex.
You're welcome to try.
Alright, I need to make a new text label for what music Corey is listening to that no one else can hear. I'll just look over here. Add text music label. Bam. Corey is listen to, and then thingy. This is kabam. Bam. Yeah, that all fits on the screen just like I wanted it to. I don't like Arial anymore. Picking a different. Let's go Consolus. Let's. What? Why isn't it on? Oh, I was clicking the wrong window. Mama. Do I want a background for this thing? Yeah, let's do a background. A little orangey. Yeah.
This is almost like a technique challenge here.
What is?
Like doing this with this fine of a brush, like trying to actually get the little
In between the lines?
yeah. I mean, I can do it, it's just challenging. I think I accidentally chose the filigree as the fill area for the screen, so we're now committed.
And then I just add a copy of this to the other thingy. Is it reference or duplicate the one I want? I think it's reference, so that if I change one, it changes both. I'll cover myself with this. There we go. It's all symmetry now. I love it. Great. Now I can read chat again. This track's almost 9 minutes long. Science is all orange colored, right?
What is green?
You think science is green? I thought that was poison or acid.
Yeah, but acid is science.
Acid is science?
Yep.
I thought that was only in the 70s.
Well, acid is basic chemistry.
No, it's not basic.
Acidic chemistry, yeah.
Ugh. See, Emily, I think I've established previously that I'm not a math wizard of any sort. If I hit that line at the end where your answer is timed, my mind would just go blank, and I would be like in an empty void floating around, not doing any work.
Me here is I'm gonna have to like relax my hand.
Yeah.
Because if I death grip it,
I only when I'm doing the coloring do I death grip. I'm like locking the thumb in and everything.
That's maybe one of the like weirdly most difficult parts of a certain art because it happens to me with the tablet as well. Is like learning to like relax your grip and like ironically not exert as much control
Yeah.
or just like do so with a sort of feather touch. Okay.
Yeah. Might as well start
And so
a
in
text
some ways
doc
it's
for
a little bit
myself.
like the conundrum of like trying to fall asleep. Where it's like if you try to fall asleep, you screwed yourself.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes my curiosity gets the best of me, and I'm like, I wonder what the transition between awake and sleep feels like.
You
And that's a trap.
done goofed.
I done goofed. So then I'm just sitting there like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
You sleep while sitting?
I can. I have. Usually in a car. Although I did fall asleep waiting at an airport once and at the ferry terminal.
Or sleep rules.
Yeah, I did my uh I went up to Fort St. John and then my dad drove us down to Kelowna and then to Vancouver. So it was like 14 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Uh and I was just in the back seat next to like we were taking a large recliner with us cuz we needed it. And so it was just me in the back with the base of this giant recliner and just shoved in a corner.
If you make the stream any more comfy, I'm going to fall asleep.
Oh no. Uh, uh, un- discomfort.
No,
Sharp
well,
edges. More kiki.
increase Kiki. Our boba levels are overwhelming. Should have probably designed some sort of like Kiki boba sensor. Like you can point it at stuff and it'll determine whether it's Kiki or boba.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I also feel a little bit bad for the people in the chat who have no clue what we're talking
If
about.
they Google Kiki and Boba, they'll get it. I
I'm not
assure
so
you.
sure.
I'm pretty sure. I was just thinking, it was like, what if you got one of those like find all the squares that contain crosswalks, but it's
Find all the
which of these are
Kiki, find all the
Kiki
boba.
for machine learning?
That'll be how we defeat scraping. Actually, I was extremely delighted that professors are fighting back against ChatGPT cheating by going back to paper tests. And I think that that is exquisite. It pleases me quite a lot.
My tests were paper. Why would you get not paper?
You submit something that's been typed up and printed. And
For a
a lot of
test?
student, yeah, I mean, apparently a lot of students cheat on their tests by just
What?
testing ChatGPT to write it.
Back in my day, we just plagiarized Wikipedia, and it was good enough for us. Fairly certain no professors know how to Google.
Well, this is not exactly related, but it's how my pinball brain works. You know Neko Arc, right?
Yep.
I saw a little thing that described Neko Arc as GUR, but for millennials or Zoomers, and yeah, that was a lot to take in.
Like Invader Zimger.
Yes, I guess every generation has got to be one.
Wonder if I should just make a public playlist of these YouTube links that I'm listening to, and then everyone can do.
Nerd.
Do
I'm telling you,
do.
synthwave beats to listen to.
Yeah, but then I don't discoverability.
True. I am a little irritated that uh the synthwave radio person appears to be a young boy instead of
Lo-fi
lo-fi
girl.
girl. Just
I,
like
I
that's
mean,
false advertising. I'm just sort of like, I guess if I have to.
create new playlist. Public playlist name. CDHC. What's the date? 2023. It's the 8th month, and it's the 21st
love this one.
day. Year, month, day. Correct. Okay.
Listening to either Downtown Binary by Pandora or Pandora by Downtown Binary. I don't know which comes first.
Yeah, I'm never sure.
I think it's banned first.
You would hope so. All right. Yeah. This track is winding down.
That don't involve hip hop. Yeah, the one I'm listening to right now, which is on the lo-fi channel, is.
Do you want to just throw links
Synthwave.
in chat?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Let's change colors.
So let's see. I know Emily was joking about listening to Justice's Stress, but I do rock that on my way to work quite often. Gets me amped for the day. Something about discordant, like screechy sounds.
I used to listen to music like almost constantly, and I'm not sure why I stopped. It's possible that I don't have a usable music playing suite on my phone anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, I used to listen to music on walks all the time. A lot of electronic stuff. A little bit of soundtracks. What?
Anime Queen or Anime Queen posted a link without any description, and I looked at it, and it's the Bicorn cover of Cruel Angel's Thesis.
Honk, 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 honk.
Yep, exactly. Someone should find the clip of me doing that on Desert Bus, and then just staring satisfied at myself in the camera, just like, that's what I look like in that clip. Alright, I'm skipping ahead to Metric Furlong's Japanese math rock.
Is math rock?
It's math rock, but it's Japanese.
It's good tautology.
Oh, right. Wonder if this font has, Japanese in it. Kind of? There. Good luck, everyone. It's got a very clean guitar sound. Oh yeah, speaking of like your phone issue, when I got my new phone, it just got the lightning port. I forgot that they got rid of the headphone jack, so I have to use the dongle.
I mean, I'm on Android, so
Woo. Just wibbly. I just have to
Probably
remember
like-
to take this with me to work every day.
wibbly, 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 wibbly. See that thing where I don't know if it was a joke, but it was like a retaining strap for AirPods.
Oh, no, that's real.
Okay,
They're bringing back. Yep.
just like
They're still
uh,
wireless,
cycle.
but
Sure they
they're connected to each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if Android loses the jack, maybe I'll go back to like uh, an MD disc player or something.
Right? They go to Zune.
Oh, baby. Oh yeah, let's do it. Don't leak bad. The horse is bleeding. Started watching Northman on Netflix.
Oh, how is it?
It's pretty good. It's very. I didn't realize it was a comedy.
What?
It is a black comedy.
Because it looks like all of the ads make it look like a sweaty muscle bro show.
Nope, it's a comedy.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's a very awkward, silly comedy. Parts of it almost feel like The Office,
But for Vikings.
but for Vikings, yeah. I mean, it's just like we need to find out who the shitting post stalker is. You're not supposed to look at people when they're on the shitting post. Very funny. And there is still some like drama that kind of like they sneak up on you with.
Okay.
It is also really disgusting.
Hmm.
Just forewarning, like it's
Well,
It's that-
you've mentioned the
that
shitting
kind-
post.
yeah, it's that style of I hesitate to say realism, but it's like olden times revolting, nasty stuff. There's lots of pee poops and barf and stuff.
Okay. I'm pretty okay with that stuff as long as people aren't eating it. That, no.
Sorry,
No!
not willingly. I don't know if that makes it better.
Are we talking like 2 Norsemen, 1 cup?
No, not at all. One dude gets the stink finger.
I wouldn't even want to stink my own finger.
I, If we can salvage this.
Okay.
Just aerial wash.
Do, do, do.
Also at risk of overloading the paper here. And move quickly.
Oh, yeah. I figured that would be a problem with the watercolor on them.
Yeah, it's probably bleeding through. Well, not
Not
yet.
that bad. Whoops. That feel when you paste instead of copy.
Oy.
See, Nox Strix described this as experimental psychedelic ambient black jazz metal, which is, I guess.
I think that some people just try to see how many genres they can fit in the tags.
Sometimes I feel like that for anime because it's just like I'll be looking for like a fantasy thing and then you'll end up with like a regular slice of life just stuck in there. It's just like, were you sure? Or like romance when there's no romance to be had in the series. People should tag things properly.
They never will.
They should.
Like it's awkward sometimes sharing recommendations. There's a bunch of like really gnarly tags that don't really apply. It's like, oh, never mind.
I do like people complaining about the dead dove tag whenever if you're
Why
in a
would you
system that
complain
uses
about
that.
That's exactly
I know, right?
what? It's so
It's
useful.
perfect.
Dead dove do not eat.
What about this don't you get?
Why the fuck would you? Oh god.
Yeah.
People can't control their curiosity.
Yeah, they're like, I can't believe this disgusting thing is on this website. Have
click
you no
through to-
standards? Like, well, yeah, but
Yeah, Dove Do Not Eat is a reference to Arrested Development, where one of the early episodes, the brother character, Job, who is a really shitty magician who doesn't know how to do anything, he purchases a dove for an illusion and accidentally smothers it. And he wants to see if he can return it, but he has to like keep it for a while. So he puts it in a paper bag in the fridge, and just to be careful, he labels it "Dead Dove Do Not Eat." And his brother
opens the fridge,
like,
sees
opens
the bag.
sees the bag, opens it, and is just like, I don't know what I expected.
Yep. And so the I don't know what I expected label is
That's it.
Yeah.
It's just like it had exactly what it was written on it, and I opened it and was disgusted anyway. It's like, that's your fault.
Yeah, that's on you, man. This track's got some like really spooky ambient like clanging.
Enjoying the synth, riding the wave. Like I'm driving along one of those like neon highways.
Yep. That's the kind of music Ian listens to.
Maybe we should trade notes.
Although a lot of his is like J-pop or jazz. Or like funk. Older funk.
Funky.
Funk up the jam.
I think the tags that I'm more like, I don't have a problem with them, but the ones for stuff that I like have either not heard of or don't remember, and then I look it up and I'm like, oh, I wish I hadn't.
Yeah.
And I mean, it doesn't actually like upset me. I'm just like, oh dear. Like, I was reminded of the existence of the Omegaverse, which is something you should not look up. I was just like, I think I encountered this before, and then I must have forced it from my memory.
There's video games.
I think it's more funny that there's lawsuits.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. That's a little bit funny. But
I'm just standing there shaking my head. It's like, well, live your best life.
So, adjacent to the SCA in Prince George, there's a group called the Wolf Pack.
Uh-huh.
and they do the alpha beta thing. So
In what sense?
not in a sex sense, but in a dominance sense. Although I think the partner of the alpha is like the alpha bitch. Like they like to use the dog terms. They're similar to like this crossover with the SCA. They just don't.
Definitely that gift. Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you running? Why are you running? Somewhat surprisingly, I've never really written much fic. I think I could probably do it, but I think I get sort of muddled.
Like you mean in an existing universe? Like Star Wars?
Yeah, actually, that as well. Like, I tend to just prefer my own stuff, or maybe like doing a fan strip for somebody I know. But like, I definitely get the appeal, like particularly for people who are like starting out or are not confident in their abilities. Having a framework to work within can be
Framework.
that's exactly what it is. Like, I mean, that's why stuff like Homestuck is so popular.
Because you get a framework.
Well, you get a framework and a template. Like the characters follow a sort of common design ethos that is very easy to apply to original characters. So like
Oh, so you can
making
like make
a
your own pester logs and stuff like
yeah,
that.
exactly. Well, like also like making a Sona from that universe is like very straightforward.
Is
Because I
it though?
imagine
Like, don't you need
yes.
like so many different? Like, it's way easier to make like a Sonic the Hedgehog Sona.
Okay,
Like,
well,
you don't have to worry about like who you're in kismet with or whatever.
I mean, you can go floor to ceiling.
But what about a top-down approach, Alex? What about it?
Or bottom up approach.
But what about the other way?
We're just back to ABO. Yeah, like I really like playing in my own sandbox because I can like make up all sorts of cool stuff. And then I get like really chuffed when people play in my sandbox.
Oh yeah, I think every artist likes that.
I love fan art.
Well, except for some of the Omegaverse people. But you know,
Yeah. Like I don't know if I've ever been disappointed with fan art. Because home like most of the time it's just like made with love as a gift. And it's like even if the person is like a beginner artist or whatever, like the heart is detectable there. There's like this is so thoughtful. Thank you for this lovely thing. But then you sometimes get cases where well, his username has failed me, but he just randomly dropped an entire fan comic drawn in Kenichi Sonoda style. I was like knocked out of my chair.
it's the mangaka for Delicious in Dungeon for Dungeon Meshi did a series of all of the Baldur's Gate NPC portraits, and it's amazing.
Like, funny.
I'm just like, that's my coworkers. Some of the NPC portraits are real people.
Oh no, shit.
Most of them, okay, most of them are real people. So, 5 of them are like the same lady, but they use reference from the staff photos. I don't have one. I was here. They were like, you don't need one.
realize that the further down this horse I work, the harder it is to see. I don't have a perfect camera set up here.
It's not perfect system.
Not perfect haunts.
No, it's perfect haunts.
Flawless haunts will accept no criticism. Ooh, maybe I should use the brush I made out of my own hair. I don't think it's very good
Got some like peanut butter solution magic hairbrush.
though. Oh god, what the hell is that movie? Like, correct me if I'm remembering this right. The premise of that movie is a kid gets scared so bad that all his hair falls out,
Yep.
and then he
Gets a recipe
somehow-
from ghosts.
Oh, I didn't realize they were fucking ghosts.
Yep.
He gets a recipe from ghosts on how to make a hair tonic
Mhm.
that features peanut butter.
And like
That's
dead
one of the-
flies and dirt and stuff. Yeah. And then he puts it on his
Grow his
head.
hair back.
And then his hair grows, but it doesn't stop growing. And his friend puts it on his pubes.
I don't remember
And
that.
his
part.
hair grows down out his pants.
That's
And
awful.
yeah, the main character Michael gets kidnapped by a man
Oh right, and
who
they
is
wanna
pretending
harvest
to
his
be
hair.
the art teacher in their school, and he harvests the hair for making hairbrushes out of. Not hairbrushes, paintbrushes out
When
of
was
hair.
this movie made? Was this like 70s or 80s?
Let me check my podcast notes.
I need to do podcasts with more LARPs people.
I don't know. Do you have a movie that you've seen that nobody else has ever seen that you really love?
Probably.
Probably.
I don't know if it's like that nobody has seen, but I've seen some movies recently.
Well, it mostly just has to be three people. The three other people. Me, my friend Anna, and my friend Josh.
Let me think. I mean, I love Zach Meyer's Alice.
Which I don't... Maybe Anna would have seen it.
Just trying to think of obscure movies. How many of you have seen Kinzaza?
Again, I'd have to ask.
Is Soviet, after all.
Yeah, there's
Very good.
some really big holes in all of our
I mean, shocking.
watch.
Like, what's the most obscure movie
History.
you've ever seen? Well, it would probably warrant a rewatch, but talking about Kinzaza would be great. It's Soviet sci-fi.
Is that the one with like the Rambo knockoffs or
No.
Okay. And that's not the one with the shape-shifting dragon, which I think is Polish?
No.
Okay. But yeah, I've never watched all of Alice.
It's very good.
I love stop motion.
Is Alice and his version of Faust are both very good. The Faust one is even weirder because it's like much more like half stop motion. There's a lot of live stuff.
Mm.
Frank Meyer is what you get when a Czech animator with no money and like boundless creativity makes a version of Through the Looking Glass.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Freaking terrifying.
Man, I
So
want some-
squidgy.
I really want some jelly thumbtacks now.
I'm not making as much progress as my paintbrush friend here. Also, this music track just cuts off really abruptly. It felt like, at least. I liked it. I liked the vocals. I was not expecting the vocals, but it was pleasant. Next
Yeah.
song. I already know that I like Coheed and Cambria, so this is not going to be surprising.
I wonder how many of y'all have seen Achi and Shippak, a Korean animated movie.
Probably not, because they have big gaps. I I have not seen a lot of K stuff, but my friends
Well,
haven't
me
even
neither.
seen
Like
like J stuff. Like they haven't watched any Eastern. Well, I mean,
I'm not
Anna
just gonna go.
watches a lot of the Tokusatsu, but that's it.
Yeah, going through my list here.
Uh,
Bad Taste isn't that weird because it is like Peter Jackson, but it is like his pre um Lord of the Rings stuff.
that one they might have seen. At least Anna might have.
That'd be sweet. Um, Brazil, 1985.
No one's seen that. No one makes constant references to that.
Damn.
Brazil.
Yeah. Ooh, Chinese Ghost Story 1 and 2.
Probably safe. Safe pick. Yep. To pick like a third color.
Delicatessen might be an interesting one to do.
Anna's seen it. I haven't.
Um,
That one I might just watch on my own.
yeah, something like Fantastic Planet is an interesting one because it's like it's not like it's unknown. It's kind of like remarkable, but I don't know how many people have actually seen it.
Hmm.
Actually, I got a perfect one for you: The King and Mr. Bird.
That sounds safe.
What?
I said that sounds safe. Like a safe pick.
Yeah, it's a French one. Actually, what would be great to do is Unico and the Island of Magic, I think.
We watched Marine Express, which is a Tezuka Star System
Oh, nice.
movie that was made for like an environmental convention or something like that.
Mhm.
I can't remember, but it's
Cool.
it's got a cameo from Unico, I think, in it.
Oh shit.
But we haven't watched any
Yeah, that
Unico.
Unico movie was one that a number of kids I think saw, and we had to verify that it had actually happened and wasn't just a fever dream.
Right.
It was fucking weird. Um, but it's definitely time for a giant Robo rewatch. That's not.
I agree.
Yeah. Ooh, Control from 2003. Let me tell you the premise for this one. This is a favorite from when I was back in Toronto. It's about ticket takers in the Budapest transit system.
All right.
It's very cool and very culty.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
And possibly in a metaphor for heaven and hell.
What?
Possibly.
Possibly.
I think I'm gonna pivot a little bit into trying to enhance otherwise not that exciting haunts.
You're going to enhance the haunts and haunts
Haunts.
and haunts.
Yeah.
It looks like it needs
Maybe-
like rainbow sparks or something.
Maybe.
Glitter. So much glitter. It's already enhanced.
I've made I may have made a mistake. How else could we enhance this haunts? Maybe we can do some hatching on it.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to let that dry before you get it wet. right. Did I miss any music links? I did miss a music links. Did I welcome the Raiders? I don't think I welcomed the Raiders. Hi, Raiders. Welcome.
Hello.
You entered at a time where most of the conversation makes sense.
Not so much.
Unlike some of the people who have entered this stream.
I wonder if Robot Jocks is well known enough. for people to have seen that one.
Everyone's seen Robot Jocks.
Uh,
Everyone.
Oh man, rock and roll. Come on, let's go. Canadian content.
Josh has seen it. Anna hasn't.
It's very good.
I keep getting that one mixed up with other things. I'm like, come on, Josh, you're not Canadian. You haven't seen this. And he's like, yes, I've seen it. You know, the one with Mock? Yes. Yeah.
The name is Mock.
Thanks a lot.
You think he's cool, but he's really hot. Voiced by oh hell.
Voiced by Hell itself.
Iggy Pop.
Who I believe is coming to town for Rifflandia.
Is he?
Yeah. People were making jokes about that at the office.
Yeah, Mock is sort of like a sci-fi rat Mick Jagger.
Yeah. Skunk McJagger.
I don't actually know what species of furry he is.
Oh, no, I meant skunk from, like, the Tezuka thing. Just
Oh.
kind of face. It's got, like, a square face. Astro Boy?
Let's see. I mean, I like Astro Boy. Do we dare to do something about Tetsuo the Iron Man?
What was I?
It's gotta be one that, like, not a lot of people have watched, mainly because it's like watching a headache.
One of the things I just watched had the director in it as a cameo character.
Kind of wild.
Yeah.
I mean, Tetsuo High-key kind of rules. But, like, it's difficult to explain. It's like if David Lynch filmed Akira as a student movie.
That would be wild!
Yep. Oh yeah, Thief and the Cobbler is a good one, especially if you.
It's not a good one. That's a bad
What?
one.
Okay, well, yes and no. Well, I'm talking about the recobbled cut, not the like piece of shit.
Okay, that's
release.
yeah, the fan edit. But
Where do we sit on Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai?
probably everyone's seen it. I wore a patch on the back of my jacket for a long time.
From like Yo-Yo Dine or something?
No, Buckaroo Banzai.
Mm-mm.
Like the patch he has. Peter Weller. Oh god, we are not watching Rockadoodle. KB Karma, get that out of here.
Never heard of Rockadoodle.
Really? It's oh god, what's his name? The former Disney animator that made his own movies. Animated movies. Dragon Quest.
I have no idea who you're talking about, sorry.
Five Goes West. All Got Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh, those movies.
I think. I would have to Google it. I'm busy copying and pasting stuff right now, though.
On Bluth?
Don Bluth. Thank you. Oh my god, I did that thing again where I copied instead of pasting. Which I guess maybe actually was the opposite problem I
What
had last
about
time.
City of Lost Children?
That sounds safe. No, that's not. Get copied the right
Oh,
text.
I know one that's for sure safe. Magic Christian.
I don't know if that sounds safe. Magic
Well, here,
Christian.
yes.
Is a person named Christian
Fine.
and not a person who is Christian?
I don't think he's actually Christian.
Mm.
It's really funny.
Sorry, just laughing at the music.
Magic Christian, 1969. It's a satirical farce black comedy directed by Joseph McGrath, starring Peter Sellers and Ringo Starr. With appearances by John Cleese, Graham Chapman, Raquel Welch, Spike Milligan, Christopher Lee, Richard Attenborough, and Roman Polanski. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Probably get a lot of diseases.
Yeah, probably.
What's it called when you eat people? What do you get? Prion disease? That's the one
Yes.
that's the most.
Don't eat the brain.
Welcome, but I have to absorb the power of my enemies.
Sure. You watch the stuff?
I have not seen the stuff.
Pretty funny.
Oh, you say Raquel Welch is the whip mistress of a slave gallery of naked women, the Maricat. Well,
In, out.
I feel like that horse has almost suffered enough. Isn't it one of the X-Men? Is that what that X on is for?
Nope. Stuff is a great horror movie. Basically, like, what if Cool Whip tried to kill you?
All right. All right.
It's like a very good classic. So bad it's good. Horror movie. It's not as easy to do as you might expect.
But so bad
Oh
it's
God,
good.
you've got. Have you seen Rubber? Please tell me you've seen Rubber.
I have Rubber. I've watched parts of Rubber. I
How
got
did you watch parts of Rubber?
bored while I was watching Rubber. I might have been too tired.
That's possible because it might be the greatest movie ever made.
Really?
No, not really.
God.
But it's
We
just
watched the next movie the director did.
I don't know what his next movie was.
I'm Googling. I'm just Quentin Dupieux. Smoking causes coughing. That is
Never heard
it.
of that.
Yeah. It's like a French Sentai team.
Okay.
It's a comedy.
I mean, ostensibly, Rubber was a comedy.
Yeah. Kinda. Like in the same way Pearl is. Pearl's really funny if you haven't watched any of like the Ty West stuff.
Have you seen Dave Made a Maze?
Nope.
It surprised and delighted me.
That's a good endorsement.
this kind of wastoid who's living with his girlfriend builds a labyrinth out of cardboard that turns out to be larger on the inside.
I
And a bunch of
love
his
a
friends-
labyrinth.
And a bunch of his friends go in to try and rescue him.
So it's House of Leaves.
Sure.
What was it? Dave made a maze?
Yes. Very good. It's also like a more recent movie that I can recommend because a lot of the ones that I recommend are out of the 80s, and I acknowledge that that's a bit of a blind spot
Hmm.
sometimes. But yeah, this one's more recent. Del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities series was awesome.
I only watched like 2 of those.
They're all really good. Some are like super gnarly. But I was fairly pleased with all of it. It was all like solid horror.
Mm-hmm.
You seen Titus,
No.
the Julie Taymor movie?
That's the
She
one
did
with
the
the
production.
blue, right?
Yes.
I have not
She did
seen
the
it.
production design for the Lion King stage play, and she did Shakespeare's Titus Andronicus as a movie, and it's like late 90s.
Got
It's
Anthony
1999.
Hopkins in it?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's remarkable.
I have not seen it.
Oh, while we're in that sort of era, actually, not all my weird movie recommendations are from the 80s. Vidocq.
Never heard of it.
90s.
Vidocq.
Vidocq. Vidocq, I think.
Vidocq.
I need to rewatch it, but there's also Until the End of the World. Is it Wim Wenders? I don't remember if it's a Wim Wenders movie.
Stars Gerard Depardieu. Huh. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Huh. That's CQ at the end. Yeah. I'm at the part of the track where everything just kind of goes ham. It's all instrumental. There's some cowbell.
Damn.
Ham.
Do we have that MP3 somewhere?
Of James saying it?
Yeah, it like he had the file saved somewhere, and it's the perfect James saying "ham."
Yeah, I have the ham horn, but I don't have the James ham.
Okay, people will probably get the reference by now.
Okay.
On my haunts.
Oh. You've made a Canada horse.
For CanCon.
Tetsuo, stop trying to ride my horse. It's too fast for you.
Ceramic horseshoes.
That's
Anti-lock stirrups. That would be really funny. Like a Wild West Akira.
Yep.
The general's the sheriff. That's a profoundly cursed AU.
Yeah. Yeah.
What tarnation you mean? Akira.
Oh God. Akira.
This is where we buried our problems.
Men, we're going to the Olympics.
Man, Akira rules so fucking much.
It's so gorgeous. The dub. Oh.
The dub is just. I mean, it's probably Exhibit A on why dubbing stinks. I mean, that's probably unfair because it's such an old one, but it's just like. Ooh. I do like that it came back as a meme fairly recently, and the like, leave me alone. Akira!
Really? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's Tetsuo like having a headache, and he goes, "Leave me alone." And there's a flash, and you cut in whatever,
Yep.
and then you hear like them go Akira, and he goes ah. And there's another flash, and it's usually like I don't know, furries or something, or like some sort of like cursed thing that's in the news.
Yep. That's a good use for it. Okay, yeah, Lurker Spine, that's a good point. The Yu Yu Hakusho dub's pretty good.
I think I've had the conversation about my opinion on localization already.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know that I need to share it again.
No, you're fine.
Nope.
You're safe.
Yep.
Yep.
You're good.
Yep, we're good. We're good. We don't have to talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Just getting my color on.
Shit, what anime have I seen? Oh, actually,
All of them.
This is a slightly off the usual path. Black Magic M66 rules.
I don't know it.
It's an adaptation of one of Masamune Shiro's earlier works. So it almost fits in that sort of like sphere of Ghost in the Shell and Dominion Tank Police, Appleseed. It's very good. It's basically just like anime Terminator for everything it implies. And it also features one of my. There's actually a cell of it behind me. That's how much I like this movie.
You gotta sell.
Yep. That's the poster up there.
Oh yeah. Would you say
Akira.
this is somehow influential on your style, perhaps?
No.
A little.
It has
Tiny
nothing
bit.
to do with the like stupid sexy robot.
Nothing at all.
No, not at all.
Nope.
The cell and background.
Oh.
Extra special.
Well, we're at break time here.
All right.
You can keep on working, but I have to go get a sandwich.
I might freshen my drink.
Ooh. All right. Everybody stay fresh. Enjoy the bees.
Bees! Live bees! Bee!
Welcome back, everybody, to Can't Draw Horses Club. Today, Alex and I are enjoying some coloring in books. I'm using pencil crayons, but Alex The rebel is using watercolors.
Ah, yes, the subversive watercolors.
Yep. Oh, people in chat asking about the bees? That was Molly. Molly made that one. Here on
Bees.
Horse Club.
Which bees are you talking about, though?
The music that plays during the commercials.
Oh,
It's one track. I've got it set to loop. I hope people like it,
Bees.
because we have no choice.
I mean, I don't no choice.
Maybe one day we will make more music. But today is not that day. Today, I am...
Oh, wait, it's a track that Molly made?
Yes.
Oh.
What did you think it was?
No, one that she curated.
Oh.
It's like, here, play this one. It'll be good for a laugh.
No. No, we did music making on the stream.
That's awesome.
And then I took one of the files. Not all of the files, just one of the files. Ah, KB Karma's run into the excessive number of Molly Lewises that exist, especially in the music scene.
Oh, God. Yeah, okay, so I think it was like Desert
Did
Bus 9 or
you
something.
fall for the cowboy whistling song? Yeah, Molly's not a professional whistler.
I wanted to die. I was so embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think if you rewatch that VOD, you could probably just see my soul shrivel up into a tiny raisin. But it's like occasionally one of my invasive thoughts.
Oh yeah?
It's just like, ah.
Yeah.
It's like it's like minimally painful, but it still is just like, wow, that sucked.
It's not the full-on stabbing. Hmm. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, so I was listening to music that chat linked to, and only I can hear it, but I'm putting it up on the overlay. The trick of it is that I want music that's not in English, but I was gonna say, because Metric Furlong just gave me a track that's 19.5 minutes long that I listened to, I was going to share one that's very long but is in English, because Metric Furlong was like, maybe that's too long, but I have one that's longer.
Yours is nice and long.
I believe this is the correct one. I'm posting it in chat. I will actually provide info. Bam. So, for the anime Eden of the East, they used an Oasis song as their theme,
Huh.
and because of that, discovered this remix that's 22 minutes long. It's a psychedelic remix, but it's quite listenable.
Shoot. Well, you activated somebody's trap card.
Oh no.
Oh, actually, I'm doing this wrong.
I remember watching that and enjoying it. Yes, that was my experience of the anime too. But honestly, the theme song's a bop, and this remix is nice. um. Oh, I'll update my. There.
Neo Tokyo is about to explode.
Oh, is it gonna do that?
Akira.
Oh, it's always Akira, isn't it?
Yeah, he has a tantrum. It sort of blows up.
Stupid old babies. Should give us better warnings.
He's a young baby.
No, I'm blaming the other ones.
Ah, yeah.
They're psychic. They should be able to stop him.
I mean, Kyoko kind of foresaw it, like, without 24 hours notice.
At least it'll get rid of the clown gangs. Tokyo seems to have too many of those.
They have one clown gang.
Too many. If Victoria had a clown gang, wouldn't you say that was too many?
Yes? I used to joke about the Victoria Crips and Bloods who were like two kids with street chalk in an alley,
Right.
like writing dirty limericks and shit. It's like the kind of people you wish you could just like drop off in Compton for the day.
I don't know. I've never been to Compton, so
Me neither. I've just heard that it's hard.
I think the technically sketchiest place I've ever been was the Tenderloin.
I thought that was a cut of beef.
It is in San Francisco.
Tenderloin. Yeah. Let me do something else. I'm gonna do something really stupid. See if you can
It's-
catch on to what it is.
Uh. Uh. I mean, your go-to is usually adding a turret. I don't know if that's what you're planning.
No.
Making a wood grain horse. A lot of muscle definition on that horse.
Or Hogarth presents horses.
Like the Bodyworks horse.
So to save my poor hand, I'm trying to like just barely grip the.
Oh yeah, you can go real gentle if you're making lines that thin, though. Oh man, as well throw in a posture check too, so we don't shrimp too much.
Posture's okay. My back is against the chair.
But your neck, my friend, your neck. Think of the children.
What?
What? Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. Getting more music. Ho ho ho. I think I'm happy with my page.
That's good.
Very few colors. It's fun to do. I'm gonna switch to cat parts.
That's a perfectly ordinary sentence.
Oh yeah, this is perfect. The age-old question. And answer. I'm leaning towards green for fart letters.
This is going to be the letters F-A-R-T.
Yep. Just like that. Where did I put my... There it is. Pencil sharpener. Scrunk, scrunk, scrunk.
You gotta get the good scrunks.
What just happened?
What?
I don't know.
Could you describe what happened?
There's swearing in chat. I don't know. Okay, okay. Yeah.
What?
Digital Seahorse was missing the luscious sense of our conversation. All of our great words and thoughts that we've been putting out into the ether. I'm sorry. My whole beatboxing solo lost to time. And that really killer horse joke that Alex told.
It's gone to be with all the pre-2014 tweets.
What's it called when flautists like beatbox when they're just doing like the really Yeah.
I
they're
have
just
no
like
idea.
breathing percussively? I'm gonna pretend it's called brecking. It might not be.
Hmm.
It should be called flatulence. I think that's just anything that a flautist does. Flute players, am I right? Yo, welcome to the chat, Father and Son Homestead game. Glad you're enjoying Horse. If any of you are participating from home, you could post your progress in the creative channel on the Loading Ready Run Discord, which I believe is, the invite code at least is discord.gg/LRR.
This is about to get a whole lot worse because
You're about to fleshinize it?
I just looked up reference.
Oh. For a specific style of hatching or contouring?
No, for horse.
You looked at horse reference. Skinless horse?
No,
No. Okay.
drawing of a skinless horse.
Drawing of one. Okay. What would be the best instrument to play awkward fart.wav? Just trombone or trumpet, really. Yeah. Like trombone could get you some real... No, just a... Have to get Nelson on here for that. The mouthpiece of a brass instrument. That's called something, isn't it?
Probably. Spit tube?
That's not the spit tube. The whole instrument's the spit tube.
What's that whistling sound?
It's to spit into this hole. And then don't empty your spit valve on your neighbor's foot.
Valve, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
What is the whistling sound, though?
The whistling sound?
Yeah, is it your nose?
Me?
Yeah, I don't know where it's coming from. I hear it now.
Inside your mind?
I mean, maybe.
Like I can hear a dump truck, garbage truck, loading itself. I meant garbage truck, not dump truck. Very clangy. And my music has completed. Time for next thing, which is this. Oh, I didn't copy the username. No, someone gave me Mogwai music, and I don't know who. Thank you, mysterious person. This video is unavailable. I cannot listen to music for Forgotten Future. I can Google it or YouTube it. Why? Yeah, definitely none of these are an official account. Come on. Okay, well, I don't have a name for like the mouthpiece for a trumpet, so I'm just gonna call it like a snert. Practice your embouchure in the snert. That sounds right. Can't do it without your snert. Marker? Ah. Oh no, Iris. A lapsed percussionist. I guess you could never hit anything again. Imagine moving that silently through the world.
I'm sorry, music teacher. I must go all out just this one time. This is for sure gonna bleed through.
Oh, yeah.
Unless maybe I ink really fast.
It's the density.
This is a good one.
So far. Oh, were you thinking you were done?
No. Oh, it didn't bleed through.
What?
I guess I'm just built different. That worked out swimmingly.
Well, the opposite, like desertly, right? I mean, if your horse was swimming in ink, then you would definitely get bleed through.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, I'm no horse expert, but that horse looks like it's standing, not swimming.
Oh, the poor horse. So lacking in detail.
Didn't know horses had one of those.
Or what?
Cornetto. Trumpet. Bugle. The bugle. Do I still have ink in my Micron? Okay, yeah. Time to doodle. Iris, that sounds adorable. Art of a centaur and Medusa looking at their child. A girl
Oh,
with
no.
tiny horse heads for hair.
That's
Yeah,
very
that's what I want to
gross.
see. Make the horses you want to see in the world. It's good art, Iris Eater. I'ma give it a like.
Here in the Swiss countryside, you must watch out for the Giga horse. The Giga horse is physically harmless, but will leave a lasting impact on your psyche. It is not easily removed.
But witnessing the Giga horse is the greatest of taboos.
It is exquisite pain.
Its mouth opens both horizontally and vertically. Just both across. And
That was the funniest thing about that thing. So the first design for the alien egg, just had one pair of lips, and I think it was either the censors or somebody.
Yeah, it was the
Like,
sensors.
yeah, they were just like,
Like,
this looks too much like a.
that's a vagina.
Yeah, there's like, this looks way too much like a vulva. And there's an interview where Giger was like, so I put another one, perpendicular to it, and he's like, now it is a crucifix vagina.
It's a crucifix and also
And
two
also two
vagina.
vagina.
That is a lot of crinkle in the mic. I hope that cookie's worth it.
Sorry. I'm just mad thirsty for Giger Horse.
Well, we have a Reddit for that.
I wonder how you find the clit nut. That's the thing. It's all clit.
Don't usually have time because the face hugger is pretty quick.
Yeah.
Ah, music's done.
What is?
Music I was listening to. And it got a long fade out. It was so subtle. Now I will listen to the Bulgarian World Fusion that Metric Furlong posted. While I continue my dirtles. Hmm. We could take another break at this point if you'd like.
Oh, sure.
All right. Time for commercial, everybody. Enjoy the bees.
Bees! Live bees! Bee, bee!
Welcome back, everybody, to Can't Draw Horses Club, the only club for horses in Loading Ready Run. Alex and I are coloring in coloring books. And by coloring, I mean,
Sure. Oh,
defacing with lines, extra lines, we're adding.
yeah, I realized that there's, I'm not going to be able to do these kind of fills with little baby tools.
Baby tools.
They're so wibbly, so teeny tiny to me.
I'm just doodling. I decided to take inspiration from the people who did the extra fill work in this cat book and just do whatever the heck I felt like. So here we are. My marker is dying, and so is my thumb. Also, I'm listening to music suggestions from chat. Looking for stuff that's not in English, generally, but, you know, whatever.
Why
This-
specifically non-English? Is it less distracting?
Yes, and it's easier to have a conversation in English while I'm listening to something that's not. But it's more just so that I get exposed to stuff that I don't know.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's drying.
How about no lyrics? That works too. All right, Boopity. What 3 albums? What are your desert island discs? What are they? What are these things that have kept you well occupied for years?
Desert Island disc would be like a How to Escape a Desert Island audiobook.
No, it's a BBC radio program
Oh.
where they interview celebrities and ask them what music they would take on it if they, you know, only had a limit. I don't remember how many they're allowed. I think it's 3. It's been a long time since I've listened to it. Oh, you whiten out? Posca. Powerful.
So powerful. I'm now regretting that I put this kind of investment into like the shittiest paper imaginable. 'Cause it's going to severely limit what I can
Well, it's like
meaningfully get out of it.
for coloring books, I've run into a lot that have like way too smooth or glossy paper
Mhm.
to
This is probably an ideal too. It's like I think I'm just using straight up the wrong tools for this kind of paper.
Yeah.
Like you're probably correct in having pencil crayons or just regular crayons.
Well, the paper in that book is the cheaper stuff that's like what you expect coloring books to be made out of, right?
Mhm.
But the stuff I have is like printer paper, which is just, it takes so much more work to draw on.
Damn bee song is gonna be stuck in my head for ages.
Desert Island discs, you get 8 choices and a book and a luxury item. And if you listen to the podcast version, you don't get to hear the songs. Just the conversation about them. What have I got?
What do you think the turn of phrase "riding the Giger horse"?
Like, do you think it involves drugs?
What'd you say?
Do you think it involves drugs? Like, what's Giger's poison of choice?
I don't know. I don't know if he went into that kind of stuff.
I think horse is usually like ketamine or heroin.
Riding the Giger horse is like the brown acid or the brown heroin. Way too long since I ate something. Did you hear Klaus got
What?
40 years? Did you hear Klaus got 40 years for riding the Giger horse?
I heard Hildegard rode the Giger horse and never returned.
That sounds accurate. This is a thoughtful and correct evaluation. I will treasure this anecdote.
Alright, I'm done with this. Sufficiently doodled. That was a short track. Gotten used to so many long tracks.
Long, long track.
Yeah.
H.R. Giger, legendary nightmare artist, killed by a chair. Or a ladder.
Yeah, it was a very tall chair. Alright. Yeah, time for my blue period.
Uh,
Yes.
I think.
I mean, it's always blue, just like in the commercials.
That's where I was going.
Yeah.
I heard they only recently started testing.
Yeah, were you on that episode of Jackbox?
Yes. Was that you that said that?
No.
But I was gobsmacked. I mean, I was that gobsmacked in the sort of way it's just like, this doesn't actually surprise me that much. It's just fucking ridiculous. Not a bad Giger horse.
No, not at all.
Of course it was Jordan. I like Jordan.
Yep, Jordan's good. Does good work on the highlights and other videos.
Post some good cat barf.
Gives you good cat vomiting noises, I believe.
Videos.
Videos.
It's kind of an acquired taste, I guess.
Not something I need to add more of in my life.
What do you mean more of? You don't own a cat. Wait, does Ian make her hairballs? I'm prying too much into your personal life.
You're gonna have to speak up.
Sorry, I'm mumbling into my lap.
Yep. That's accurate.
I was saying I am, of course, prying too much into your personal life. Well, I think that's as much as I can do for Giger Horse for now. If I can do
Time for a new horse.
Yeah,
You've got like half an hour.
I have a different box. I have some colored Sharpies. Let's see what we can do with the ugliest color combination. Yeah, this one.
Oh yeah.
You make some eye bleach, baby, this evening.
What's the thing in shot?
Which thing?
You see your lamp?
That is my lamp.
It wanted a closer look. It was like, oh, we doing horses over here?
I'm gonna find out that I'm a closet moth. Not a secret moth. I'm embarrassed.
Openly moth.
We are proud to say we have elected our first openly moth prognosticator.
I think a moth would be a good prognosticator.
Well, a mothman would.
Yeah, right? Wait, are you saying only Mothmen could do a good job?
Okay,
Alex?
Corey, we need to pick our battles here. We need to get moth into the public consciousness, and then we can worry about
Uh-huh.
getting women. I don't know what this intersectionality stuff is about. Oh dear.
The rights of moths and women are the same fight. It's the same fight everywhere.
I just think you muddy the waters. Oh, those are the selkies.
You saying Selkies muddy the water? Rude. They live there. They can do what they want.
Yeah, if they strangle you, it's your own damn fault. Damn it! Sorry. I'll move my microphone closer.
Oh, ah!
Sorry. The monkey's paw curled. You got me raking my.
Yeah. We wished to hear you, and then we heard all of you.
So you like listening to Alex, huh? We'll have all the Alex in the world. I don't like the texture of this blue one.
Okay. Well, I know KB Karma's gone from chat, but that track was pretty good.
Ooh. Slurper. how this goes.
The name of this band is Nihilist Spasm Band.
I am astounded that this hasn't bled through. Like, maybe I'm shit-talking this paper with no reason.
I think you might be.
I apologize to you, paper. Spoke out of ignorance.
Right.
You know what happens when you egg your Nance?
It makes Nor out of nothing. There's nothing left.
What's the term in improv where you just let someone like die on stage? You just like set them up into something that they can never escape from.
Well, there's like
The opposite of chivalry.
there's pimping, which is where you
You promote another person's bit.
yeah. Well, that's you promote them to do something, whether or not they volunteered to do it.
Oh,
Like you're endowing them with a quality. You're like, this is my buddy,
Like,
the
my
famous
God,
hip hop artist who can freestyle rap off the top of his head, and then they have to do it and they can't.
yikes.
But that's not the same as what you're talking about. I think sandbagging might be what you're talking about.
Oh, yes. A little bit. Although it's not quite. Like, no, sandbagging means you just don't reply with anything.
Yeah.
You're just like, why don't you tell me about your career as a marine biologist? Oh.
Just
That
like,
would be like
nope.
hardcore sandbagging. Nope. I mean, I guess because the correct thing would be to make some bullshit up, and even if you didn't know a thing about marine biology, you could maybe work that into a thing.
Hmm.
I kind of feel like I should practice improv more.
And
But-
sandbag less.
And what?
Sandbag less.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I sandbag. I think I just like. I feel like I might get frozen easily.
Right.
Although it has been a while since I did something.
Well, there's a live coming up eventually.
What?
Yeah, sometimes there's improv. Sometimes. Also, this track I'm listening to is wild. It's like some geese got in a fight.
Aw.
Yeah. And there's an angry violin or cello. It's also in the mix. Like one of the geese got equipped. They stole something from a bandstand.
Geese got strapped. Oh, I could do something really stupid. Make it even harder to stay within the lines.
Yeah, this band is either playing some polyrhythms or they can't hear each other. Oh, it's a kazoo. That's why it sounds like that. Oh, good work. I was worried you were going to run out of space and have to do like a little
Yeah,
a
same.
little tea.
I was seriously sweating. I have no earthly idea what I'm doing here.
I feel like KB Karma picked this next track just so that the text would just not fit on my little label thing. I'm just gonna add a line return
Here we go.
or 3.
I've come up with a perfect solution.
Perfect solution. No, it's just not gonna fit.
Color any way you want, they said. Maybe this is going to turn into like a how-to basic drawing.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a donkey now.
It is.
How to turn horse into donkey. First, remove the human teeth. Whitebear Comics has had a joke about the horse's hair. It's about to start singing Black Parade.
When I was a pony.
Father, who also was a
was a
pony.
pony. Went and I was sad.
You know, I never thought that the father in Black Parade was putting too much on their child, Tempest, because all Canadian children learn Flanders Field, which is like, hey, go fight a world war for us. We died, your turn. And like, at least you get to be part of the Black Parade if you join the Black Parade.
Did you know that Gerard Way of Black Parade wrote and designed the characters for Umbrella Academy?
Yes?
So some people in the chat might not know that.
Oh. do people in chat know that Gerard Way had a series of Doom Patrol
Oh, did it?
and made some characters in that? Yep, it was arted by James Harvey, the Bart Kira guy.
Oh, God.
Some people in chat may have never heard of Bart Kira, despite the amount that we talk about Akira. Imagine Akira, but it's Bart Simpson.
And all the other Simpsons characters.
Yeah, Tetsuo is Millhouse. Lisa's the psychic. I mean, I'd say people in chat are probably not reading enough Grant Morrison. It's my opinion. I'm sad that I didn't find out how weird he was until I was an adult. Probably would have loved that as a kid.
Ouch. Who's Grant Morrison?
Yeah. Like, I haven't read his X-Men run.
Did he do Next Wave? Or was that somebody else I'm thinking of?
If Morrison came out as NB, I didn't hear that.
He moved to New Brunswick? Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. Warren Ellis, that's who I was thinking of.
Oh,
Next Wave rules.
yeah. Warren Ellis is a different person. Different weirdo.
Got it.
Differently weird.
We're all differently weird. I'd like to forget who heard Warren Ellis' stuff. I mean, really, I just can't keep track of like who's problematic and who isn't.
Oh, the answer is just everyone.
Yeah. Like I was remembering the other day that I really liked King City by
Oh, yeah.
Space.
Mr. Elephant Tattoo. Graham?
Yeah,
Is that his name?
Brandon Graham, yeah. And then people very quickly reminded me that he's extremely canceled. Or, I mean, fuck knows how like any of that stuff rolls out. Like, oh, maybe he was a dick. Or not. How can you tell? Great comic. Very good comic. Riddle me tits. Riddle me tits. Where did my white pen? Is that it?
Aw. Cute. feel like this Giraffes song is great for doodling too.
Mm-hmm.
It's got kind of like just a really easy, I don't know, prog rock? Is that accurate?
Do. I don't know. I don't know your genres. Whoopsie doodle.
All right, I just have to ask myself if it sounds like yes, and it does. So,
Yes, the band.
yes.
Ah.
It's fun. I like the little
It's fun.
talking break.
Now leave the talking now.
I've got about 15 more minutes.
Let me torture one more horse. Oh, that's not as simple. Oh, that looks like a wooden horse.
How can you tell? It has no colors.
And the walrus.
I closed my chat window because I'm really smart.
What? Yeah, I've definitely found the wisdom, like in the sort of twilight days of Twitter, especially. I've realized it's like, wait, I don't have to participate in any of this bullshit. It's just like,
The disco
What?
horse?
yeah, like you don't have to ride the disco horse. It's not a requirement because like anybody who would judge you for not riding on the disco horse and having a performance is a shithead that you shouldn't care about anyway. Like, so much of the shit that people complain about on Twitter is entirely self-inflicted.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of it because my feed's really curated.
Yep. So there's the wisdom. I need some synonyms.
For what?
Tell me nice things I can say about this horse.
Stately. Majestic. Equine.
Is calling a horse equine like a tautology?
Yeah.
Your horse is carbonated.
What? It's got the tiny bubbles? Oh, well, that's another track that cuts off abruptly at the end. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I like industrial strength.
Any glue connotations?
Yeah, what about it? Don't like glue? What else am I supposed to eat?
You know it's made of horses, right?
What? How do
You
they
heard
fit
it?
in the bottle?
Oh my god.
Is that where the blue sparkles come from? You ever see that? The blue Elmer's glue?
No.
It's fun. It's got sparkles in it. And it's blue. Alright. Done. Oh! Perfect timing. That's some. Yes. I think, like, shoegaze is really good for this stream.
It's such a weird genre name.
Why?
'Cause it's weird.
Okay. You're weird.
It's not a criticism, it's just,
No, yeah, this is.
oh,
Oh, yeah.
why are you bully?
Because I can.
Guys, Corey is attacking me.
No one heard nothing.
Whoa, okay. Okay, they're Caligula. Any poison cakes I should be eating?
Um. There was like a Titus Andronicus angle, but you don't have kids.
Ugh.
Or at least not anymore. Whoa!
Oh, you ate them.
No, you did. That's the whole point.
Oh, right.
Kill them and feed them to you.
In a pie.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Spoilers for a play that's like hundreds of years old.
Spoilers for Shakespeare.
Yes. You know what was stuck in my head the other day? It was the Caliban's theme song that he makes for himself. And it's really lame.
Yeah, it really is.
And Ban Caliban has a new master, get a new man. Don't quit your day job, Callie.
I mean, The Tempest has the best sex joke, I think, in it.
Which one is that?
Caliban's on the beach and he runs across two guys underneath a sheet, and
Huh?
their heads are out different ends, and he's like calling them moon calf. And it's basically a beast with two backs joke.
Ah, I see. You think we're sufficiently pump this horse up? He might not be impartial when it comes to the Tempest. It's like, what up to all the Tempest stands?
I mean, of Shakespeare's works, I'm pretty partial to that one.
I'm a sucker for King Lear, probably because I got into it listening to the BBC recording with Alec Guinness
Mm,
and the companion comic drawn by Ian Pollock.
comic, you say,
Yup,
for King
it's
Lear.
really great. It's really, really great.
Hmm.
Fathom and half, poor Tom. Poor Tom's a gold. Oh, Liberty Gibbet! He'll throw his head out at them. Avaunt, you curs! Where may we set our horses? In the mire.
Northern Canada?
There was that King Lear has that part where I think Lear asks Edgar or whoever it is why he doesn't like this manservant. He's like, his countenance likes me not. Like, I don't like his face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's perfect. Soliloquy. Soliloquy.
Soliloquy?
Soliloquy.
Okay there, Caliban, slow down.
Siquilog. Sick beats. Solid key.
Okay. It's time for us to wrap up. I am turning off my music.
He wears cruel garters.
So, here's as far as I got in the blue.
Ass.
That ass. And here's your horse. You want to show off
Fine
all your
with you.
horses?
Yeah, that horse. And that horse.
I like that horse.
This horse. And of course this horse.
It's also a good horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for joining me today, Alex. If people wanted to
Anytime.
find you, your stuff, your
Twitter's
things,
probably the best place. There's a little complete. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter. Although I do feel, I encourage you to check out my Gumroad store, Gumroad / Alex Stacy. That's where I sell my art books and comics and all that sort of stuff.
Stacy is Steacy.
Teapy.
Yep.
Yeah, there's the links there. And do check it out. 'Cause I do comics and I like making them.
hmm And if any of you like the show and what we do here, then feel free to send us some money at patreon.com/loadingrerun or check out the store.loadingrerun.com. And also, if any of you are at PAX West, then Alex and I will both be there.
Mother of God. Yep, that's happening.
Yep, that's happening.
How terrifying.
All right, see y'all later. Goodbye.
Ah.